spiritual prayer. I pray to the sun. I pray to natural light. I believe in natural light is a creator. And this is how the prayer goes. I pray for those who are born today. I pray for those who die today. I pray for my mother, my father, my sisters, and my brother. I seek spiritual guidance in this day and pray that no evil intent shall fall upon us. I pray for all the thirsty and starving children of the world that they may be blessed by the light. I ask this of my mentor and my spiritual guide, the keeper of natural light, the ruler of universal light, whom I call the Spirit.
Come on in, Holy Spirit, and our Creator too. Come on in, universe, thank you that we're here. I'm grateful to be here. Come on in, brother, and sisters too. Come on in, everyone, I'm praising, I hope you are too. Praising, I hope you are too. And though we make life seem so hard sometimes, cold-hearted people might try to cut you like a knife. No need to worry, it'll be alright. Ain't gotta worry, everything is going to be fine. It'll work out right. It'll be alright. It'll work out fine. So we said, come on in, sweet spirit, and I'm created too. Come on in, universe, thank you that we're here. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you that we're here. I'm so grateful that we're here. I figure thank you is the best thing to say first thing, you know, like everything after that's bonus.
Welcome to Albany Van Fillion Library. This will be 6 years it's been here. As you can see, we still have a few books. There's a few battle scars, which is tightly knit, and we have people around this community that are here for the library. This is a strange place for weather during the winter. And it has a tendency of beating things to death, including humans. I'll let out here. Let's hope that none of the storms come from that way. P-W-E-W-A-L-K! We have P-Walk between 6 and 7 every morning. Take the dogs out, all of them, so they can run. There's nobody else around, and we're responsible dog owners, and we don't want any problems.
I'm trying to make some money legally. Maybe.
You hunt Carol's?
It's illegal to dig out here, so
All right, that's what.
I had taken chicken breast fillets, and I pounded them out and stuffed them with cornbread and sausage stuffing, and I'm baking them, and I serve them with a white gravy and salad. Carrie B is a wonderful human being who does the dishes, and cleans the kitchen, and sweeps the floor, and I think I love her. I never want to give her up. I can go back and see my very sophisticated dishwashing system that these girls struggle with every day. Sophisticated, see? She is the goddess of cleaning. Out here, first you have to haul the water. Then she has to fill this big, huge pot and heat it. And it goes on from there. It is a long, protracted, and difficult thing to do a dish here. Let alone dishes.
But so now we're just walking right behind your camp, huh?
Right behind my camp. Right directly behind it. This is where I found everything
Back here, see it bubbles up out of the ground. This is brass. I don't know what it is, but it's brass. This is pot metal. This is a valve from an engine. This is part of a valve from an engine. Those are stainless steel. Lots of valves all over the landfill. This is stainless steel. This is just a scrap off if they were cutting something. That was left over and they threw it away. Perfectly recyclable metal. They just threw it away. That's from steel milling. This is leftovers from steel milling. Most of the landfill is made up of this stuff, as near as I can tell. What isn't made up of concrete chunks and asphalt chunks is mostly slag and metal. But there's a lot of slag out here.
What made you start digging in that spot?
Because this shit was on the surface. I mean, there's rusty stuff everywhere out here, but green bits there isn't everywhere. And then some of it turned out to be so damn cool I couldn't recycle it. And I'm gonna cut the Virgo rising. It's gotta be a clanger for a bell. This is a claw from something. World War II dog tags. Some of them are misprints. Some of them have people's information, full information on them. These people had entire lives. And they're from everywhere. I don't remember who it was. Might have been Pat, might have been Phil. Said they think it might be a sight. Like for a rifle, right? Oh, here. There it is. It's just like finding in the lost ruins. And you gotta uncover them with the spider webs and shit.
You found that out here?
Yep. This is nowhere near a large portion of it. We've recycled so many pounds of stuff that green bits we've dug out of the ground.
The policeman? Yeah, he asked about what a question. He said, where do you go when it rains? Where do you go when it rains? Couldn't tell what he was meant by that. Where do you go when it rains? I don't know. Where do you go when it rains? You know what I mean? Where do you go when it rains? What's it like on your planet? Welcome to our planet. Well, I'll escort you to yourself. Perhaps he was meaning like, where you going to range, like for the season, you know? We go to Tahoe, we go to Thornley, you know?
Well, looks like I'm going to become homeless again after 2 years. If I ever get another apartment, I know what to expect. This is a totally different world than homeless people realize, because once you get in this environment, it's really stressful. You gotta keep up with your rent, you gotta keep up with your gas. The reason why I'm being let go is because I smoke cigarettes. I don't see nothing wrong with smoking on the balcony. The wind blows the smoke away, but to them, I guess it's, you say the neighbor over here can smell it, somebody smell it upstairs or something. So basically that's it. I feel like I'm in a type of institution because of the rules and the lease agreement. The lease is that thick.
I don't want central heating or locking windows or bars in my windows or rent to pay. So I have to be somewhere that I would not like anyway. You know, I'm a lot like my cat. We like the wilds very, very, very deeply, and we like to stay close to that as much as possible. Hang loose now.
I will really, really be stress-free by not having any walls. And I can look out, I can actually see way out here. This is all I got to look at, right? The last 2 years. Yeah, I'm moving out, I'm giving all this away. All this stuff that you see, this is, see, we got 4 more days left. And so pretty much of it's going to go out.
So I like this dump out here so much. We get to reclaim a little spot and make it a homestead out of it. And actually no one was ever even thinking about that, living like that. Of course, people here are not, didn't come here really by choice. You know what I mean? It's economic thing. Some of the sports over here, it's quieter here than the tracks, so. It's not illegal to be poor just yet, I don't think. I hope it ain't illegal to be poor. You know what I mean? Because I'll be in real trouble. I notice angels come very quickly and drop their message and then they go. It's always a pretty quick thing. Of course, at their speed, they're going. It's probably a fullness of time for them because in an angel's experience, they can walk through time. They're allowed to move around quite a bit. So it's probably a very full afternoon for them to come and spend 2 minutes, you know, and then be on their way.
What do I start with? I start with love. Love of the process of cooking. Love for the people I'm feeding. I'm ashamed to see anything go to waste. I cannot abide it. Maybe it's a Scot in me. You know, I'd be Scot and Navajo and Gypsy, and that's kind of a weird and strange combination. But I must be the Scot in me that just cannot abide waste.
It's a power source of stability to be humankind. Humankind. I'm not going to say human race anymore, because that's all about a race. You know what I mean? A race is that's for let the astronauts. There's no race here. There's an exact time, exact cycle per second way to be. You know, here that does make you stop time. It does make you exist and be. You know, in the day, like being irresponsible in the day like this. I'm thinking about my retirement. I'm not going to think about my. I'm not going to try to worry about health anymore. I'm gonna say thank you for what I got. You know, and I'm gonna stop time that way, and I'll do it again tomorrow. I'll go in the garbage can and I'll say.
So here's a young man from Africa. Came and told me I had to get out of the dumpster and throw that stuff back in there. And I looked at him. I said, I'd feed 10 to 12 people out of this dumpster every day. Now I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that there isn't somebody home in Africa right now, right at this second, that's hungry and wants to know where their next meal is coming from, and you love them and you're worried to death about them. Then you tell me I have to get out of this dumpster. So that young man put all that stuff nice and neat in plastic bags for me. I would leave it out on the Sunday shift when he took the lunch. He'd leave it and see me and smile. And just leave it to the side of the dumpster so I didn't have to climb in and dig it out and sort out through all the coffee grounds and everything else. He understood what I was saying. I threw this all away, everything. Carrots, the English, big fancy English cucumbers, the regular cucumber, the green onions, what did I buy? Oh, the salad dressing, because it's my favorite. Catalina.
Wow, that's nuts. Oh, here comes again.
And personally, myself and at least a dozen, maybe 2 dozen people that I know can feed and clothe and medicate and recreate small third world nations on our own from our dumpster runs, because that's the way it is. This nation is a wasted nation. I make stuffed peppers that have 11 different kinds of vegetables, 4 of them squash.
I wouldn't consider myself homeless. I mean, I always thought when I was younger, I thought I am the streets. And now, I made a conscious decision to walk out of my job with no plan. So, I decided to live on the streets. So I live on the street. I live on the street. Tell them that I live on the street. I live on the street. I'm not homeless. I live on the street. Why would I tell them that I'm homeless? I live on the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and dig it all out and make a rounder floor and make a rounder ceiling. There's a piece of concrete shaped like a home base, you know, shaped like home base. It's a home base with a heart, with a home inside the heart. Or the home is in the heart, shall we say.
I'm not homeless. I have a fucking home. I live at the Bulb. You know what? They won't let me say the Bulb, Albany, California, on Facebook for where I live. They put Albany, California. They keep taking away the Bulb. Oh no, I live at the Bulb. It's like a separate part of Albany from the rest of Albany. I live at the Bulb, Albany, California. The same fucking home I've lived in for 5 fucking years, 5.5 years almost.
Hello, baby. We took. And she knows very well home. She was home too. It's her home too, yeah. And you love your home very much, don't you? Baby, my kitty too. She knows everything.
5.5 years I've been in the same home, at the same perimeter, in the same spot. This ground is all made by us. It's been transported from various places around the landfill. It's home. That's my tree. That's my other tree. This is the bigger tree. Where they are at.
My plan was to stop working for the man. Get away from the motherfucking man.
Even if it's not supposed to be a landmass here, I mean, it's not supposed to be here. Perhaps it is supposed to be here for example. You never know. It's not a bum place. There ain't no bums out here. All the soldiers I know are all generals, even if they're not supposed to be. Sorry. You can't sell them. You can't buy them. You can't work them. You can't kill them. You can't. What do? You gotta leave them there. Where you going to range? I don't know. We're waiting for rain right now.
Woke up this morning, well, I looked around. Well, let me tell you exactly what I found. Business as usual and the world keeps spinning round and round. business as usual, baby. At least that's what I found.
So I called my manager and said, I quit. That was funny. I called him and said, I quit.
You know, I didn't give them morning looking to be called homeless by anybody. I've never been homeless in my life. I live on planet Earth. That's no place is mine. I can do what I want. You know, there ain't no law in it.
Can't count all the money. And I walked out. I was like, walked out. Just like, walked out. Yeah, I was like, ooh, I just felt like, yeah, damn, huh?
Personally, I have a problem with being told that I must pay rent for my home planet. Being Superman, only two people will stand up and say it, but I'll say it I truly believe that your home planet is yours home. You don't do nothing to be here. Let them change all history on the time of creation. Let them lose money. Want to complain all they want.
You know what I'm talking about. That good old SF boogie. Gotta get up and go to work every day just so you can have a place to stay. Business as usual in the world, spinning round and round.
I walked out. You know what I walked out for? I walked out for everybody who couldn't walk out. They paid me twice because the judge and the jury, and they just yeah, I stuck it to them when I walked out. Right? That's how you do it, though. You stick it to them. Stick it to them. You might have actually had some reverberated in the greater scheme of things, you know.
There's a lot of wrong thinking connected with judging others because what you got money in the bank. That's like there's a bank, there's nothing in there. It's all out here. Silly day in hell, man. It's when we're going to be told that because the computer's down, you don't get your money.
Some like the chase, some like the high, some like the money and things that it buys. Me, I'll take the love, Lord, it's the only thing. Well, that's true. But it's business as usual. Honey, for me and you.
I was in a jam once. You know, a really, really bad, scary place. And you know how sometimes you say, hey, if you get me out of this, then you know, I'll do whatever. Well, I said I would go where I was needed, and sometimes when you say those things, somebody's listening. So where am I needed? Albany landfill.
If they knew how pimp we were, they wouldn't let us be here. They're not suffering? Fuck it, man. You gotta get them out of there. They're prospering. They have them prospering in paradise down there. There's wild geese that fly overhead. That'll be our excuse. You're homeless. Get homeless. Get out of your home.
Beverly Hills would be nice and someplace warm. Someplace warm. Someplace with indoor plumbing. That's the only thing I really miss is a bathroom. I could soak years, days. I think you can find true nirvana and true ecstasy in the bottom of a hot tub. Heaven has hotter water, deeper tubs, and longer massages.
I'm telling you, they couldn't give me a home as homey as my home out here. Homie.
My one big, extravaganza from last year was a set of Henkel knives. These are carbon steel, eminently can be razor sharpened in an instant. German steel forged in Toledo, Spain, where they forged the swords. My sword. My sword. It's my personal fight against world hunger. One person at a time. One individual at a time.
This is serious. I mean, they're gonna give me a lockbox. We're gonna put you in a lockbox. Here's a key to your lockbox. You can keep your stuff in your lockbox and leave your lockbox and come back to your lockbox. But you gotta be in your lockbox. That way, in case we need to come find you, we know exactly where you are in your lockbox. We don't have to go over trails. We don't have to go crunching through bushes. You're guessing which camp is yours. You know, they're at whoop de whoop 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 street, fucking in apartment such and such.
Because some people that subscribe, they pay me a stipend each month to make sure that they get at least one meal of something decent a day, and they realize that they're also supporting a lot of people who can't support themselves or hungry. But this is not a soup kitchen. Do not get that idea, because you either work, you haul water, or you do dishes, or you clean up, or you bring in food, or because I'm not into supporting people that aren't taking care of themselves either. You know, for any length of time. Believe me, if they hang around with me for any length of time, they learn how to support themselves and how to eat. Sister of the Road, I used to love that. It's a cafe in Portland that takes the commodities, the government commodities and stuff, and sells 25-cent bowls of chili and stuff that they make with cheese, and they make it's called the Sisters of the Road. Have you been there?
Yeah.
And is it still going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I'd be a Sister of the Road.
Well, I know that cooking's only part of what you do out here.
Bandage knees and pick up bruised egos and patch up spirits and help them find the road. If I need a day off because I'm sick, if I need a day off, I'm too tired, then they'll just as well serve me as me serving them. I was having a pretty rough one last week, but I'm getting better now. That was the stress, redoing the house and trying to get the roof back on, and you know, the house, my cloth house, my illusion of privacy and morals. I can't take this shit no more. I can't take it. The richest, most powerful nation that has ever existed, and their children are out of control, and they can't control their economy. And people don't know if 2 weeks from now they're not going to be right out here sitting out here homeless with me. And since this is the richest, most powerful nation in the world, you have a right to housing and food and clothing and medical care and dental care, and yeah, that's what you have a right to. My friend says, well, they didn't put it on the Bill of Rights. I said, that's because in their worst nightmares and their most terrible daydreams, our founding fathers never thought we'd turn family against family and neighbor against neighbor to sell another fucking TV set. The rampant consumerism is terrifying. More. Jeez.
This is for my folkers who got bills overdue. This is for my folkers, check 1, 2. This is for my folkers, never lived like a hoe. Me and you, toe to toe, I got love for the underdog. This is for my folkers who got bills overdue. This is for my folkers, check 1, 2. This is for my folkers, never lived like a hog. Me and you, toe to toe, I got love for the underdog. I raise this glass for the ones who die meaninglessly, and the newborns who get fed intravenously. Lights turned off, and this the 3rd month the rent is late. Thoughts of being homeless, crying till you hyperventilate. Despair permeates the air and sets in your head. The kids play with that one toy they learned how to share. You feel like swinging haymakers at a moving truck. You feel like laughing, so it seems like you don't give a fuck. You feel like getting so high you'll smoke the whole damn crop. You feel like crying, but you think that you might never stop. Homes with no heat stiffing your joint like arthritis. If this was fiction, it'd be easier to write this. Cross town, the situation is identical. Somebody getting strangled by the system and its tentacles. Misconceptions raise questions to be solved. A lot of D-boys is broke, a lot of homeless got jobs. You could make 8 bones an hour till you pass out and still be ass out. Most pyramid schemes don't let you cash out. They say this generation make the harmony break, but crime rise consistent with the poverty rate. You take the workers from jobs, you gon' have murders and mobs. A gang of preachers screaming sermons over murmurs and sobs. Some folks try to front like they so above you. They tear this motherfucker up if they really loved you.
They can't support the old, they can't take care of the young, they can't educate the young. They can't give care to their pregnant women. They can't give teeth and health care to their citizens. And this is the richest, most powerful nation that's ever existed. Give me a fucking break.
This is for my folkers, never live like a hog. Me and you, toe to toe, I got love for the underdog.
See? Patience. That's the way gravy's supposed to be. See? Chicken.
This is just a preliminary review of what happens after an earthquake.
When the shit goes down, we're gonna be ready. Yeah.
I'm to that age now where I'm looking forward to this big old shaker, but I don't know when it's gonna come. I'll probably be one of the few people out here. Most of the people who live out here are survivors, and they'll be able to help the folks across the bay.
Can you see that the red light is on? Right? I got something plugged into the outlets found out here, right? And that is running off. I got the cables, but they're not connected to the battery. The cables are connected to this, right?
Nice.
Right? So I got like 120 or something coming just off of this.
When the shit goes down, we're gonna be used to it. They're gonna be ass out. They're gonna be fucking lost. They're not gonna have any idea what to do. You know, and we're gonna be used to scrounging and living off of the leftovers from the rest of existence. You know, we're not gonna be hating it that bad. They're gonna be freaking the fuck out. They will.
Gotta keep them warm in the wintertime. Summertime, springtime, whatever it is. Out here in Albany.
They are going to need us even though that they profile us on the street.
My clothes on fire. Oh no, we're doing very good. Okay, all right. Dear Master, driver, what could you want in a laundromat more?
The man is very intelligent. He's got about everything that you ever want. If there was a major catastrophe over there, you could probably find anything in here you really need. And I'm thinking that maybe in a couple thousand years it just might sink beneath the ocean and it'll pop back up again somewhere.
Scavengers do good for this planet. They do good for the resources that this planet has left.
26 inches is the way to go. They glide pretty good.
This is just awesome.
We took 700 pounds. 700 pounds.
How much money you get for that? 700 pounds.
Sure.
You probably walk out of there with about 40 or 50 bucks.
Yeah, something.
I swear there are people in sweatshops in third world countries
now,
making more than the scrappers out here.
This is the last match. The last match you got. You got no more matches and it's raining. And your friend Caveman is hungry. And you got one match to light this fire. And it's raining. Of all the years that I've had campfires, that I've had to set to save someone's life, I've had one match left. And they have all worked.
They're throwing itself now. Whoa, look at that. Sparks too. See sparks too.
I gotta cook, heat, get warm, boil water. One match. And if you only got one match and that one match goes out, then you're not a good hobo.
Water's a blessing. You gotta look at that way. Rainwater's a good deal out here, you know. Rainwater. Water's not getting any lighter. It holds 460,000 gallons of water.
Sweet.
Over time, that is. A built-in suspension. A bungee technology given down to us from NASA. 80 pounds of water is not bad. All we need is water out here, really, in the Albany. You know, we need water on a flow, just like everybody else on the whole mainland for 5,000 miles over there. The water is the meanest social siege that they can lay on us from town to try to actually harm people that are out here, poor people. A little handful, a little tiny handful.
I heard that there was a water line going out here. This dog walker chick said that she was talking to some surveyors that were out here, and that they said that there is a water line that runs out here from the main in town, but that no one knows where it goes, and that's why nobody uses it.
It would take care of 50% of any mine problem out here right off the bat. Just having the water to do with. Even for dog people who walk the dogs, everything needs water. Why would they want to deny or not have water out here? I don't know.
He said that the water line was out here from when it was a dump because they would hose down the ground as they were rolling over it and packing it down with these giant ass machines.
This would be all contoured and growing everything around here. And all that water be used. Make us a garden spot. Make an example garden, you know. So, why not, you know? It'd be the greatest thing in the world.
Nothing I can do. I ain't got a fucking thread. Right? This is like America anyway. It's starting to fall apart. We got any chance at all? Got a little bit of damage, sure, but we don't fly. I'm an artist that has to do something every day. I have to create something every day. Like a hunger.
They want to put life in regulated little gray boxes and rule it, and it's not like that. It's gonna pow and pow. It's gonna make these spontaneous outbreakings of life. I have rules. My rules. I have rules of physics. The rules of physics. Some of them in my world are this: love conquers all.
As far as Facebook is concerned, I have my religion. When you look at my profile,
excuse me,
my religion, it says,
Yeah, what's yours?
Dr. Joy DeGruy.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Gabor Mate.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Nice.
And the truth will be known. It will be known. The truth will not keep silent. You reap what you sow.
You want to know, find out who you are. Be yourself, all the means, to the best of your ability. From your heart, of course. You know, go to the power side in your heart. There's some mighty smart folks up here in these parts, I tell you, but the real power comes from this point in the heart. I encourage my friends to be yourself and to have a good day. And if you go well on with it, you know, peace can break out that way. It's good for you.
Positive energy activates constant elevation. You know, first for humanity and second for the upliftment of African people. What's today is May 25th, 2012. They're kicking blacks out of Israel. They're kicking Africans out of Israel. We're in a kibbutz.
This is your kibbutz, huh?
Yes, it is.
It's smell muddy out here.
I need a Palestinian flag. I guess I'm gonna have to make one. So I can fly it right here.
Remember they were evicting all of us 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Here's this big, bald man named Randy, who's the cameraman. Him and me and Chompy told him about how it's safe here. That I don't have to worry about being raped or beaten or robbed or you know, any of that shit, because here we're safe. You know, there's nothing else. We are safe. The women out here are safe and protected, and that's damn much more than people have in their neighborhoods.
This is Occupy. This is Occupy, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm occupying. I'm occupying this government land, right? I occupy for my brothers in Palestine, in the kibbutz, because I have brothers out there. You can come out here in person and see. But this is the real deal. Occupy. We occupy this whole ridge, right? The whole ridge. The whole ridge, right? The whole ridge. We've been here for 5 years. That's Occupy, don't you think? Oh,
cool. The satellites watch us now. You know what I mean? We're under 24 hours. Big Brother help intervention. I happen to know that, so I'm playing it back right to them. I'm not. I don't need to write no letter. I don't need to sign no writ. You know, none of that. I'm putting it right back to them, straight broadcast. My aura is solid ultraviolet. I mean, or my aura is ultraviolet gleaming beacon. the color that goes out the scale. So it's way out there. So it goes out, and they pick it up, and they know. I know how smart they are. They're not fooling me. They can magnify and amplify and have two-way transfer with your dream state. They've done it to me before. But I'm the one that got away. You know what I mean? I'm one of the ones. I hope there's more that got away.
SSRIs are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, and they basically block holes in your brain that serotonin is supposed to be shot across, and some of it's supposed to fall into these holes, and it blocks some of the holes. So since there's not enough holes for it to all fall into, it puddles up in your brain. So it causes this stuff to puddle up in your brain, and their theory is that it will make you happy. So then when you stop taking it, there's all the serotonin that doesn't know where to go anymore, and it can cause like misfiring synapses type stuff and brain zaps.
This is just a corral for Birkenau.
I like them peanut butter now.
They should build an office out here, man.
Well, they should. They should. Better still. They ought to start finding out what mental health is.
True that.
Breathe into my hands, I'll cup them like a glass to drink from.
Without the police and mental, they're not really healing anybody. If they were healing, they would have seen the results by now. After what, 40, 50 years, them fooling around.
I feel it at my lips. I feel my fingertips pulsate and buzz, and it all is in just like a second. It's all these sensations happen. It's just out of nowhere, bam! It feels like my eyes vibrate in my skull. It feels like someone touches a bunch of 9-volt batteries to the tongue sticking out the back of my brain. Horrible feeling. I took them for 6 months. Took one a day of Zoloft. Then I just stopped taking them cold turkey. And 2 days later, started getting these zaps, like every few seconds. Eventually tapered off to every few minutes, and a few a day. And then 9.5 years later, I still got them. They're evil. I think the SSRIs are evil. Because I think it's eating away at my brain.
Are you still breathing? Are you still breathing? Are you still breathing? Are you still breathing? Breathe into my hands, I'll cup them like a glass to drink from.
I'm not crazy, that's why I can't take money for a mental disability, in all honesty. Because the Birkenau, I'm working with them, for the people that are going to them. You know what I mean? I talk to them to try to give my freedom clarity off of confusion.
I can't even think about society without getting zapped sometimes. I can't watch TV without getting zapped. It's like I think about like cookie cutter houses. And mass-produced shit, and it just horrifies me, and my brain gets horrified, and it shocks me like an electric shock. It makes my body jerk. It's like a seizure or a spasm. I don't think it's something that can necessarily be controlled by Western medicine. Who do you go see over your inability to cope with the horror that society has become? You go see like a yogi, a spiritualist, a healer.
If you really want to attack mental health and be mental health, they got to go world class and stop the war, stop all the war and all that in mind. They're going to try to prove that principle that push come to shove, it's right to be push come to shove. It ain't right push and shove. Push and shove and destroys the place. And nothing can have a nice day now because everything's worried about something coming in the sky, like an airplane or an attack.
Society's just so horrible. Society's horrible. I try every day, not for very long, not very hard, but I do try every day to think of it objectively, like maybe I'm just being a harsh judge, maybe I'm just agoraphobic hermit. But no, society is so far from nature. I don't think nature intended for anything to be like most of society is. I mean, nothing is sustainable. Even most of the sustainable stuff that people are coming up with, I'll bet you isn't really sustainable. They've just got it painted looking sustainable, and it's probably got some part of it that has to be mass produced in China. You know, it's like That's not sustainable. You keep sucking off the few resources the Earth has, it's gonna run out. And people just don't think about that. And it's so horrifying to me, the thought of living like people live.
It's all rigged, wired for high-tech war, you know, right here. But there's no war here. But there might be, so they got it all here. And then it becomes an obsession. Well, what if they don't come ever? They're going to drop a bomb on us now because we're talking about stuff. Okay, right here. There you go. Hit me. Please hit me. That's why there are no aliens coming down here trying to jack our planet. They say Earth? Oh yeah. No, not me. I don't think I want to. I ain't gonna mess around. Oh yeah, Berkeley Mental Health. Get the Berkeley people. Good street. We need some constraint and we need some Berkeley Mental Health right away. We got a nut bunny listening. Yeah, get him down here right away. Help me out. He's gone Lulu bin again. Oh well, nut bunny. Must be nut bunny Balbonia. Okay, fourth down mankind. You know, flip a coin. You know, fourth down mankind. Where is this all going? Well. Oh, Blue Cat knows a piece of life.
Eva, Eva! They're my dogs and I'm their people. Get down! Come here, Marlon. Back up, Bruno.
Oh, hi. And the blue-gray thing is from the high mountains. What she has seen, her relatives have seen the marks and things. I mean, she knows how they are.
Come here, buddy. Buddy, come on up here. Meet OSHA. This is Eva. Eva was a rescue. Eva, sing. Come on, Eva, sing. Eva, sing. Eva, sing. Sing, sing, sing.
I've never seen a dog do that. I remember she came from somewhere. She probably looking at the big picture window, you know. Mountain cat can't stand in here, man. Said, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here going out outside, she said. So I called her Baby Blue when I seen her.
She belly dances. She wouldn't even make eye contact. Look anybody in the face. She was treated so badly. She weighed 4.5 pounds. She was way underweight. And no, the lady thought it was a belt or a purse or accessory. And they leave her in there for 20 hours till she had to sleep in her own shit and piss because.
So how did you get her? How did you get her?
It took 6 months and $100 to tuck her away from them junkies. Because my sister kissed my sister in my heart, you know. She kept calling me crying. They were beating that little dog again. They got that little dog tied out in the rain, Casey, and she was so sad.
She's watching spirits for me right now. I mean, she just takes care of this calm spirit here. A special friend of mine. This is never long. She takes care of. She keeps me in line. She keeps me real peaceful. She's a Puritan. She's a Puritan. She's on a even keel all the time. She knows what's going on. And she's a good friend. She's the best. I'm very with my kid too. She's like a spirit, you know. She's like a spirit herself.
And I thought it was all about saving Eva. So Eva's here about 6 weeks, and I was out in the bushes looking for a tennis ball and got a metal splinter in my leg.
You did?
Yeah, about needle length, and just nicked an artery. So because pumping blood, I just poured blood all over the floor. So I got a pressure bandage on, it's fine. I went to change the bandage the next day, poured blood all over the place again. So I left the bandage on, and I went to sleep. And this little dog was bugging me and bugging me and bugging me and bugging me. And I finally sat up and said, little dog, what the fuck's wrong with you? So what the fuck's wrong with my bed? Peeled it back, the blood pool was this big. At least a pint and a half. At least a pint and a half. Yeah, I thought it was all about saving Eva. It was all about Eva going through a year of hell so that she could be there to save me.
Oh my God.
So she got to come.
We do a thing called watch each other back. We live in a dog park. We watch each other back.
Little angel. My little angel. And her nose is crooked, and her jaw is crooked, and she got underbite, and she's pot-bellied, swayed, back, bow-legged, spraddle-footed. And it's adorable.
She gives me a lot of, she gives me feel like I really belong somewhere. So I got somebody to come and take care of, you know. And she gives a good ride. She still takes care of me too. She's always on the money.
Oh, what a cutie! Look at you! Oh, look at you!
She walks that way. See? She'll walk that way. She's like a penguin.
Happiness. Happiness is what we got here, happiness.
Oh.
Most enduring happiness.
Wait, how are you charging these phones?
Batteries, I have solar panels.
Oh, wow.
I have tricks for dealing with cops. When you're addressing a cop, you always address the motherfucker by his number on his badge. The air will change, right? Immediately. And if you address them by their number, which they're gonna address you by one of yours, it evens the playing field.
Prisons are the biggest money makers for law enforcement and whoever is behind law enforcement. And these people want their jobs for life.
Because cops, most of them have post-traumatic stress, but they're, do I want to say cops are dummies? I know they're losers. Most cops, if not all of them, took the job for the money. Who wants to be a cop?
They incarcerate 99.9% poor people. And throughout my whole life, I just watched this whole scene, and it's just like, it's not no longer jail like it was jail once. Jail was jail, okay? Jail was like, it was jail. You could smoke, you could gamble. I mean, you could get sleeper call or whatever you could get, right?
I've even had one cop she wouldn't give me her number. She took off, and walked off because this officer was giving me a bike light ticket, right? And I was like, I already know about if I don't sign it, you have to take me to jail. So I'm not signing the motherfucker. So let's go to jail.
You could go to a small town and be sidekicked or hungover from being a wino and want to go to jail just to get some sleep.
I feel so good when they have to take you to jail because they ask you like every 2 minutes, do you want to sign a ticket? Do you want to sign a ticket? No. Do you want to sign a ticket? No. You sit down there and they fill out all the paperwork and you say, do you want to sign a ticket? No. They put you in your cell, right? And you take off your shoes and you lay down and they go, bzzz. Hey, do you want to sign a ticket? And you say, hell yeah. And then you go sign the ticket and you walk out of jail. 2 minutes flat. You're out of jail and they're up there filling out their police report, and they'll stop offering you tickets.
And then they came up with an institution. They call them institutions. Okay, everything is like metal interior. You know, like for toilets and sink. It's just structured to like a pod here, a pod here. When it gets down to a certain degree, there's psychotropics and stuff that they control the inmates with that.
I like to give them attitude because I like to have something for them. I wouldn't try these tricks at home because I'm a professional. I learned these all the hard way.
I've been chained to a fucking drain of jail, drunk, you know, naked, shit like that. Yeah. They have blues for certain things, reds for certain things, you know, color of the uniform. Yellows for certain things, you know, all that classification crap, so they can control these people. And it's not like, oh, jail. Okay. The food, it's like, God, it's like, the Israelis would feed their prisoners better food than the Americans here in this county feed their prisoners. It's like nothing but starch, basically, and it's so hot that you can't eat it. And by the time it does cool off enough to eat it, you gotta gobble it down because you only got so many minutes to eat the fucking shit. If you don't have any commissary, you might as well just sew up your little stomach and watch yourself shrink. And the commissary has gotten to skyrocket to like $1 to $2 for a thing of top ramen, and you're making a killing. Every time they arrest somebody, they make a killing. And to be incarcerated in a place like that was just another flashback to being locked in the closet. As soon as that door hit me, man, I was back PTS. I just marked and just went into a deep meditation through the whole series of it'll change you from one cell, it'll change you to the second cell. You take your clothes off, they put you in the next cell. And wait you there, next cell, and the hours pass by. and there was no pillows, concrete, just concrete. And you got lucky if you got a roll of toilet paper to put your head on. And all these people all over you had stretched around. Everybody's laying, trying to lay around, trying to, whatever. And it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. And if the real American people could witness that and look at that, why? How can they accept that kind of incarceration like that? Do they have? Is these people that violent? They have to be, not be fed properly, at least feed properly. Give them a halfway decent, make them look like they're fucking human. It's just like an animal slaughterhouse where you take your cattle. Which what it seems like, okay. And there's people out there that have no idea what it feels like to hear them fucking cuffs click on you when you don't do anything that was wrong at all. Waking me up in the middle of the night, telling me I can't sleep on the ground. Shit like that.
I think the city should issue a request for proposals for a 3-month project, and this would involve outreach and support to homeless individuals, especially at the Bulb. And the amount of this would be $30,000. In October of this year, the Albany Police would be enforcing the no overnight camping ordinance in all of our parks, including the Bulb. And this would occur after there have been approximately 3 to 4 months of engagement. I recommend that the mayor and I and the city manager immediately set up meetings with the East Bay Regional Park District and the state parks to reach agreement on the steps that we need to take to restore the Bulb to open parkland for all to safely enjoy. I move that my 4 recommendations be adopted by the council.
I would second that, but I think maybe that this should be still more part of the discussion, but I'm wondering whether this might be going into the rainy season. So all of a sudden we have a population out there that's going to be asked to leave their structures and the rain start. So, perhaps, moving that back a month anyway to September while there's still, that transition could happen in at least better weather.
I don't know. I'd like to stay with October. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think October is reasonable. If you don't want to second it, I will.
Okay.
You want me to second it? Okay, Okay, will you please poll the council?
Councilmember Atkinson.
Aye.
Councilmember Burns.
Aye.
Councilmember Moss.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Weil.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Aye.
I'd like to simplify all their lives back all the way back. I'd simplify everything back. Everything about the squatter thing and the problem here, the dog park and everything. I'd like to simplify it all for them. Actually, by inviting everybody down here for a thing for forgive and forget party, and go back and have a nice big circle out here of all the walks of life. Where we come here, good, bad, ugly, rich, poor, come around here and have a little thing, maybe a little brunch thing, have a little agreement, walk off with goodbyes, and watch places come right up. No problem. It's no problem at all. It's easy to do.
I'm a landfillian. I call this zone my home. 40 plus acres and plenty of forage to roam. Plans for the zone are unclear. By October, they say landfillians must move. Where? When? Fear for real. The zone wants to make like a deal.
Hello, my name is Catherine Cody and I live at the Overpass. Many times I've been asked, wouldn't I rather live in a better place? I'm told, someplace better is where I should go. Isn't that where you go when you're dead? Do you know what my choices are in housing? My circumstances are 3 beloved dogs. I'm terminally ill. I live with below poverty level, limited income, but no more cost of living increases ever. Well, I could give up my dogs, but I'd rather cut out my heart with a spoon. Moving to an SRO, that's a single residency, Occupancy? Wrong room. No cooking. Shared bath. Limited if any visitors allowed. Too many visitors is suspect. You must be up to something. Profile says that. Also says if you are homeless, you are a criminal, a drug addict, mentally ill. That's a polite way of saying crazy and dangerous. Lazy and dirty and scheming. If I don't get immediate subsidy, shelter plus care, Section 8, etc., there's no affordable housing at all. Consider my friend who applied with her 2 sons for Section 8 years ago.
I had no idea how small scale my brain thought of, and how fooled by the Matrix or whatever you want to call it I was, until they traumatized the fuck out of me, and all of a sudden I understood life, the universe, and everything. It all I just knew it, and it made sense, and it was of course, They traumatized it out of me. It's not my fault. You can't blame me for the things they don't like about me being aware of the universe. But I carried with me all this awareness of existence stuff. That didn't melt away. It became my religion.
Where I am, I have friends. All the visitors I wish to see, and peace and quiet when I don't. If I'm in trouble or lonely or sad, I have support. Someone is there. I'm not sleeping in the doorway of the empty store next door to yours, or on the concrete in the rain. I'm not wandering in your neighborhood, lock, stock, and dog bowls, sitting on corners, in parks, or at the bus stops. The California Supreme Court has determined that sleeping is a right and not a crime. It is cruel and unusual to tell someone with no other options, you can't sleep, or use the bathroom, or eat. I own very few material goods. I own nothing that is not functional to sustain and comfort my life. And still it seems I own too much. So I must reduce, dispossess, and do without more to move into a bike cart, sleep in the rain, eat, I don't even know where or what. Tell me, where and what is your concept of a better place? Forget the idea that I will die for the convenience and the conscience of Albany. The tree I live under, it's starting in February, nesting place for 50 to 100 pairs of hummingbirds. The tree will be torn out. We've requested, pleaded for a porta potty. The uncontrolled population growth, human and canine, is a result of other camps being evicted behind the sea breeze in Berkeley, under the freeway in Central Avenue, and the refugees in People's Park. Though the words "go to the bulb" were never said, the implication was "go to the bulb." Got to stay away from People's Park? Go to the bulb, resulting in an increasing theft, alcohol, and drugs that we as a community are trying to solve, just as you're trying to solve the same problems in your community. Please, don't take our homes away. Thank you.
The neighbor thing, love your neighbor thing, it's all true. It's all easy. Because the conscience does exist, and not even the hard artists. They still got it good.
When the buzzer went off for 3 minutes, nobody told me to shut up. To me, it's personal. I'm using me, but it's not. It's about Sparky, who can't speak for himself, and Crash, and even Tamara, who's just too shy to stand up and say it. That's what I'm speaking for. The hummingbirds. I'm going to lose Buzz. I'm attached to that little bird.
There's a park right here. Everybody's welcome to my house.
Really? We're not suffering enough. That's all it is. We got too much. We're enjoying life too much. We're too comfortable. We're too happy. That's all it is. And that homeless Bill of Rights was coming up. And that's the other pork roast. I'm going to have the pulled pork. I'm going to have taco bar set up. And they say, all this for a dog's birthday? Right. Cupcakes are filled with cherry too.
Wow.
Hello? Cake! Cake! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Chompy! Happy birthday to you! Come on,
Hey! I don't like fire. Fire really good when it's my meat.
I don't like Chompy! Yay!
No, that's my cake.
These are the people that used to watch us.
When push comes to shove, they're afraid of love. Unfortunately, it's one of the things. I'm not carrying a bad vibe for them. Love is not all this squishy, mishy thing. It's love causes peace and stability in the region. You know what I mean? For folks, once they get the feel of that, they never want to go back. You know what I mean?
How much money do you think for this trailer full here?
Let's see, we're hoping for, let's see, $25, we'll see.
Cool.
All right. But the point is, the bad guys are never going to win. They're never going to win. We know who the bad guys are. Because we're still here. They're never going to take over. They want to take over. Don't they want to take over some? The old dirty bastard. You'll never take over. So shut the fuck up and shut the fuck up. Mafia, give me all my dough or I'm gonna stop your go. But battle front lines, good and bad. I got one army and I got two armies. Two armies. All right. You remember, I got that religious profile on Facebook. Phil, I love you, Mom Lewis. PHYL, I love you, Mom, one word. LEWIS.
Chains to earth like dew, which in sleep had fallen on you. We are many and they are few. We are many and they are few. And what is freedom? You can't tell that which slavery is too well. For its very name has grown to an echo of your own. It is to work and have such pay as just meets life from day to day. In your limbs as in a cell, for the tyrants used to dwell. And to be for him made, loom and plow and sword and spade, with or without your own will bent to their defense and nourishment.